Well, here goes another day.
The first mod we'll be looking at is the Kenji's Weathers mod. This mod adds multiple weathers to the game. The only weather that is in the mod so far is the gusty weather, which adds a wind type effect to your gameplay. Careful, as it happens intermittently and will allow you to get pushed away in the wind. Overall, a very interesting mod, and I'll definitely be using it in my future mod packs. The next mod we'll be looking at is the Lethal Knockback mod and the Slippery Shotgun mod. Both of these affect the shotgun, so let's see what they do. First of all, Lethal Knockback mod adds a powerful recoil to your gun, like so. As you can see, it adds a powerful recoil that will surely give you a little bit more immersion in your game. The Slippery Shotgun mod, on the other hand, has a percentage chance to make you drop your gun. This will still allow you to fire it, however, you will drop your gun right after firing. It's much more immersion, and it allows you to feel like you really are an employee who has no idea how to use a gun. Overall, very cool mods, definitely will be using. The next mods we will be looking at are the breathing underwater related mods, such as the Diving Kit mod. This mod allows you to breathe underneath the water. As you see, my meter from the Oxygen Display mod, another great mod that you should definitely use, is not going down. However, it will go down once I take the mechanism off of my head. It will go down and it turn blue when it's about to hit critical. Overall, a really great mod, definitely will use. The only problem I have with it is that you can see the hand in the bottom right corner. However, I believe that has to be there whenever you hold an object. So, it's fine for what it is. And it just seems like the employee himself is holding on the mask to try and keep himself alive. So, overall, really good mod, definitely should use. Speaking of flooding, Oops All Flooded adds flooding inside the interior. Squirrel Boy Dev made this, and it's a pretty good mod. My close friend Notebox also updated this mod to version 73, so it should work. Let's just test it out and see what it does. As you can see here, the entirety of this room has been flooded. And if we go down deep enough, we might not be able to escape. Honestly, this mod is super cool. It should be in the base game in my opinion, and it just makes the game a whole lot cooler. Another mod we'll be looking at today is the Devious Traps mod. This mod adds several traps to the game, such as this, the Saw Trap. This trap will throw saws at you if you wait long enough in its path. This trap will throw saws at you if you wait long enough in its path, like so. However, it will recharge after a while, which allows you to go past it. Another devious trap that this mod adds is the Flamethrower. It's very dangerous, very hostile, and I would not recommend being in its path whenever it comes out. This is some kind of sound device, and it disorients you by throwing magnetic sounds at you. It's really bad and really disorienting, and I really can't see anything. However, it's really cool and interesting. I love the design, and I love how it affects your gameplay. So honestly, really cool mod. A part of Devious Traps as well. The next mod we'll be taking a look at is an old, but it's still gold, the Peepers by X753. This mod adds a new enemy type known as the Peepers, as you can see here. They are adorable, but very annoying. They try to leap onto you, much like the tulip snake. However, instead of being able to hit them off with a shovel, the only way to get rid of them is by taking damage. Any kind of damage will do it. You cannot use a shovel or any other type of weapon to hit them off. You must take damage. Be a other player hitting you with their own shovel, or that you taking fall damage. The only way to get rid of these guys is through taking damage. As you can see, I have more of them on me, and I have more weight, even though I'm carrying nothing. Much like the tulip snake, they add more weight to you, which is very annoying and very cumbersome. As you can see, I just dodged that one, which is pretty cool. But I didn't dodge all 3 of these. Jeez. Anyway, this mod is pretty cool and very, very fun being annoyed out of your mind why you have 40 weight. And overall, this mod is pretty fine. It's kind of middle of the road in my opinion. I like the design of the Peepers. I like their sound effects. It's just that they're a little too good looking for Lethal Company, and they're pretty annoying. If they had more features, it'd be fine. But since this is literally all they do, I have to say this mod is old and gold, but it's kind of lost its touch. Another great mod that we'll be testing out today is the Supercharger mod. This mod works as a way of supercharging your item. As you can see, anytime you put an item in the coil, it has a chance of supercharging your item, causing a massive explosion, flickering the lights, leaving you damaged. It could be very dangerous, but it leaves you with an ability to use your item for much longer than usual. As you can see, I'm using my item right now, and the energy is not going down whatsoever. However, it will start to go down eventually. Just give it a little seconds. Now, imagine your friend has just died. What are you gonna do? You don't have any way to revive him, right? Well, with the bunk bed revive mod, you can revive him for a certain amount of scrap. This mod is very awesome, very cool, and it's much like the defibrillator mod from Usual Scrap. However, this costs you a bit of scrap yourself, so use it wisely. This mod is honestly very useful, and I'll definitely be seeing myself using it in my future mod packs. The next mod we're looking at is the More Items mod by RKC. This mod adds various items to the game, some vanilla, some not, such as this mini kit from LEGO Games, a me named Saipo, a bottle of La Potion. I wonder what this does. Whoa. Picture of a cat, a coil of some kind. I wonder what this says. Oh, lets you jump really high. That's pretty cool. Slap hand. And a phone. And dynamite. Any second now. Any second now. Oh, there! Ah, that's just blood. As you can see, flies have surrounded the dead body, adding a cool aesthetic to the game, which it wasn't there before. Honestly, this should be in vanilla because it's just honestly so cool and really, really, really interesting, and vanilla in general. The next mod we're looking at is Tony's Mineshaft Interior. This mod adds a new interior to the game, which is very cool. I haven't tested this out yet, so let's see what it's all about. Whoa, as you can see, it's not very finished. Wow. So honestly, I would definitely not use this mod just yet. It's working out its kinks, it seems. The next mod we're looking at is very interesting. It adds a new feature to the Jester that makes it very interesting and very fun to play with. If you wait long enough, we'll see what this feature is. overall really cool mod, and I'll probably be using it in the future. The next mod we'll be looking at is the Useful Zap Gun mod. This mod adds a bit of a kick to the zap gun. As you see, it takes down enemies very quickly if you know how to use it. We gotta get out of here. It's not the missiles that's killing it, it's the zap gun, by the way. Whew. Let's get out of here. It also works on players. Oops. You can also use it to charge not only your equipment, but you can also use it to charge weapons, such as a shovel. Which allows you to do more damage with it. Come over here. Besides that, you can also use the zap gun to not only destroy hazards such as landmines or turrets, but you can also use it to burn down forest giants. The next mod we'll be talking about is a very simple mod, but it adds a lot to the game. This is the Sell Tracker mod. All this mod does is push the amount that you are selling for over here, and the quota is now here as well, which allows you to know how much your quota is and how much you're selling for very easily without having to look back at the ship. The next mod we're looking at is the Spiner. This mod adds a new monster to the game. It looks a bit creepy if you ask me, but who knows, maybe it's friendly. Go test it out. It's not doing much. Uh-oh. No. Get away from me! Get away from me! Oh, it's not that bad. Maybe he's friendly. The mod is bugged. So, overall, Spiner has a really cool design, but it seems that this mod is bugged out of its mind. Overall, these mods add a lot to Lethal Company, and I'll definitely be using them in the future. You should too. The links to all mods are in the description below. Comment any mods that I covered in this video, and any mods that you'd like to see in a future video as well. This is Family, and I'll see you guys in the next one.